guys? I'm Asherella, and here we are again. This is day 5 of Onision, aka Onion Man, trying to gaslight all of the internet. Oh my god, he is still at it. While he has slowed down a little bit with the number of uploads and the frequency of uploads, he is still making multiple uploads daily, trying to defend himself and, yes, gaslight anybody and everybody that will watch. But the good news is we are smarter than you, Onion. So we're not falling for it. Like, nice try. Those tactics might have been successful to younger, more vulnerable people, but you're not gaslighting all of YouTube. It's not gonna work for you. In his most recent upload, he discusses how he is retiring his face from YouTube. We could only be so lucky. I'll believe that when I see it. I don't think it's gonna happen. He says that he's gonna continue to make videos, but he's not gonna put his face on camera anymore. He's way too much of a narcissist to do that. Like, that would be the best thing to happen to the internet since, like, broadband's connection. But, like I said, it's just a lot of talk. I don't believe it for a second. I do want to talk about gaslighting, though. I have titled these past few videos, Onision Tries to Gaslight the Internet, and it occurred to me through conversations with a couple of people that some people might not be totally familiar with what gaslighting is. I want to talk about that just very briefly, just to like give everybody an idea, and you will see how it relates to Onion Man in his interactions with his victim and now with his videos and how he is trying to gaslight his audience. So it is a manipulation tactic and technique. First I want to say I am not a licensed psychiatrist or psychologist, but I do have common sense and I can read, so this is very easy to, you know, translate into Onion's situation. The article that I'm referencing, I'm going to link it down below. It is from thrivetalk.com. And this article is Gaslighting: Signs You're Suffering from This Secret Form of Emotional Abuse. And it's a pretty good, concise article. It gives you examples, some traits and behaviors of gaslighters, a definition of what it is. I'm just going to briefly go through it. But then I'm going to talk about his most recent upload toward the end of the video. Alright, what is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a manipulative tactic in which a person, to gain power and control, plants seeds of uncertainty in the victim. The self-doubt and constant skepticism slowly and meticulously cause the individual to question their reality. Like, if that isn't Onion Man in his behavior toward the victims and now in these videos, there's not a better way to describe what he's doing.
Somebody say, I want to tell the truth and I want to tell everybody what really happened.
These, I'm going to go through the examples list that they give. Examples of gaslighting. 1, blatant lying. 2, deny. And that is the main thing Onion Man has been doing.
And Sarah has not been honest about the context because this entire time she's been trying to hurt me because I rejected her because I don't want to sleep with her.
3, using what you love against you. Through the girl's testimony, we know that he has used this against the girls. And to a certain extent, he's trying to do that through these videos with his audience. The slow death of self. And I'm going to read the full description of this one because I think it is so important. One of the terrifying parts of gaslighting is the methodical timeline that the abuser uses. The manipulation happens gradually, and over time, the victim morphs into someone entirely different. The most confident human being can become a shell of a person without being aware of it in the process. The victim's individual reality diminishes and becomes that of the abuser. You know, I think that the situation with Shiloh is a great example of that. Like, Shiloh was she's a badass punk pop chick. Like, she had, a music career. How Onion Man ever got her attention, I'm not sure. Like, Shiloh and all the girls have always been way too good for him. But, she was this, like, celebrity that became a shell of who she was. you know, during her relationship with Onion. Luckily, you know, Shiloh, she is on top again. She's doing good. She recently had a song released, and everybody says, I haven't heard it. I need to listen to it. But I've heard good things about it. But yeah, like, you know, he can take somebody from celebrity status and tear them down so much. Okay, next one on the list is words versus actions. Notably, a person who gaslights, talks and talks. However, their words mean nothing. Therefore, it's important to look at what they're doing. The issues lie in their abusive actions towards the victim. That is like old saying, actions speak louder than words. It's like, Greg, you can say whatever you want, but it doesn't change what you've done. Like, you saying something doesn't undo what you doing something or things that you have done. Number 7 on the list, confusion. Without a doubt, people crave stability, and the gaslighter knows this. This is super relevant in Sarah's situation specifically.
Not exactly too clear about it, so the other two parties were like, maybe there's a chance, maybe this could work out, yada yada. And I personally felt a little awkward about it. For some reason there was a vibe, it was off, and I didn't feel comfortable.
Consistent confusion that the abuser instilled leads the victim to become desperate for clarity. More often than not, the victim searches for this clarity in the abuser, thus continuing the cycle and increasing the power that the abuser has. Do you guys see what I mean? Number 8 is projecting. If the gaslighter is a liar and a cheater, they're now accusing you of being a liar and a cheater. So basically, you know, whatever they're doing wrong in life, they will accuse you of doing it and then try to convince you that that is really what you're doing. Everybody's had that relationship or that boyfriend or girlfriend that has been super insecure about cheating, and it turns out that they were cheating.
In your life, hate. When I think of YouTubers, I just think of hatred. Like, I just hate YouTubers. Dance of disgusting lies and betrayal and an infestation of the most evil levels of narcissistic, egotistical, prideful self-masturbation.
Number 9, you're crazy, in quotations. The gaslighter knows you're already questioning your sanity. The gaslighter also knows that you search for clarity in the person who is purposefully causing the confusion. Therefore, when they call you crazy, you believe it. Number 10, everyone else is a liar. The abuser may also tell you that everyone else is against you and that they're all liars.
Rumors are probably going to come up, and I might address those in the future. I say more rumors come up because this is how a rumor's formed. And one random girl says something nasty about you, your whole career is over.
Again, believing that everyone else is lying to you forces your sense of reality to be further blurred. People who gaslight want their victims to turn to them for everything so that they continue the abuse. Right, like Greg tries to make all of these girls like he be the center of their world. He wants them to be reliant upon him for everything, emotionally and physically. And now, you know, he is trying to do that in a weird way through these videos to his audience. The gaslighter. Gaslighting is a technique commonly used by narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths. Now, really quickly, because I've talked throughout these videos about Greg being a narcissist and a sociopath. Okay, they have a little section on narcissists that I'm just going to read. On surface level, narcissistic people have an excessive admiration or obsession with themselves. Onion, narcissist abuse stems from the narcissist's utter inability to empathize with others. The individual with narcissistic personality disorder can be extremely manipulative and have no regard for the well-being of its victim. Hi, Onion. Are you hearing this? That is you. That's you. We know. Alright, and now sociopath. Sociopaths exhibit complete lack of shame or remorse for their actions. The personality disorder is loosely defined as a person with no conscience. And I think it's safe to say that Greg would have to have very little to zero conscience to be able to do the things he's done to these people and then go on life acting like he is the victim and that he is innocent of all of this. it is just out of control at this point. In these last few videos, it's the same old thing. Onion trying to twist the situation into making Sarah look like the abuser, the aggressor, the bad person in the situation. You know, those gaslighting terms, he projects, he confuses, he does all of these in regards to Sarah in these videos. It's just getting so old, and he's not saying anything new. So one of the things that I want to talk about is the most recent upload. I mentioned that at the beginning of the video because he says that he is retiring his face from the internet, and that is relatively new compared to the last few days. I say that there's some new stuff in this most recent upload. Not really, though, because he actually continues to compare himself to Johnny Depp. Oh my God, Onion, get the fuck over yourself. You motherfucking wish you had anything in common with Johnny Depp. He's like, yeah, just imagine committing yourself to 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movies and then all of a sudden have your reputation, you know, turned upside down. It's like, first of all, these situations are nothing alike. Stop trying to compare them. And again, if you think that you are at this level of celebrity that Johnny Depp is, or like have anything, like, it just shows how grandiose he is and how fucking big his ego is. It's so bad.
Spent so much time and energy in the Pirates of the Caribbean, and some blonde bitch makes up a rumor about you being abusive and tries to cut your finger off, apparently. She spreads a rumor about you. Oh, sorry, Johnny Depp, your career's over. You know all those fans that said they love you? Well, now you're shit to them.
Oh my God, Onion, get the fuck over yourself. You motherfucking wish you had anything in common with Johnny Depp. He's like, yeah, just imagine committing yourself to 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movies and then all of a sudden have your reputation, you know, turned upside down. It's like, first of all, these situations are nothing alike. Stop trying to compare them. And again, if you think that you are at this level of celebrity that Johnny Depp is, or like have anything, like, it just shows how grandiose he is and how fucking big his ego is. It's so bad. He continues to tell people that if they see him out in public, do not approach him.
So, yeah, if you see me in public again, do not engage. If you see me in public, pretend you didn't see me, because I'm going to pretend I didn't see you. Okay?
Do not come up and ask for a selfie or a hug or anything like that. And
I don't want to talk to you if you see me out in public. I don't want a selfie with you. I don't want you to ask me for my autograph. I don't want you to take a picture when I'm not looking.
It's like, Onion, do you think anybody wants a selfie or a hug from you right now? Like, God, the delusion. Just to think that anybody, even if they believed you, any self-respecting person would never want to be seen with you in public or take a selfie with you and post it on their socials. Maybe as a joke, maybe. And it's just like, first of all, you need to, like, anybody that's still willing to talk to you, you should be grateful for them. He knows nobody is, and I think it's just maybe like a cover. But, yeah, like, what? You don't have to say that because nobody's going to approach you in public. Nobody wants to be around you. And honestly, you should be careful going out in public. If I were you, or if I were like a person giving you advice, I'd say, stay home, order takeout, get some Postmates, do whatever, Uber Eats, whatever. And yeah, not go outside because it's not going to be good for you, Onion. Throughout the video, he talks about how people think that fame feels so good. And it's like, Onion, you're famous in a way that, like, Jeffrey Dahmer's famous. You know, you're famous in a way that Jeffrey Epstein is famous. You know, you're famous in a way that people that commit heinous crimes are famous. You're not beloved. You're not funny. Like, you're not famous for your comedy. You're not famous for your music. That's for sure. It is so bad. Have y'all heard any of it? You're most definitely not famous for your typo-filled, like, self-published novels. You're not famous for your, like, in-depth views on social issues. Like, you're a spectacle. You're like, the only people watch you to gawk. They don't watch you because you're talented. They watch you to see what clown ass thing you're going to do next. None of it's good. You got lucky with the banana song. And you know that people laughed at that because it was so ridiculous. Like, they laughed at you. They were laughing at you, Onion. They weren't laughing with you. You parlayed that into a couple Teslas and a couple houses and stuff, and, like, you know, that's fine. And it would have been fine had you not turned out to be such a shit-ass person. Yeah, basically, Onion is a narcissistic sociopath gaslighter with very minimal talent, if any, with an overinflated ego and sense of self-worth. Like, I still cannot get over him trying to compare himself to Johnny Depp. Alright, that's it for today. This episode of Onion Tea, I hope you guys learned something about gaslighting. I think once you know what it is, you kind of see it more often than you'd like to realize. But like I said, that's it for today. Let's talk about it in the comments. Leave me a like. And just remember, every time a new person hits the subscribe button on this video, a YouTuber named Original Asherella has a massive improvement in her self-esteem. Not only does it improve her self-esteem, it improves her standing in the YouTube algorithm for no extra cost and very little extra effort. You can hit the notification bell, and it will certainly improve her standings in the YouTube algorithm. Don't delay, don't discriminate against a small YouTuber. Go ahead and do it today. Do it now. Is that getting old? I thought it was so funny the first few times I did it, but now I'm like, maybe I'm wearing it out. But anyway, I'm Original Asherella. This channel is Original Asherella. This segment is Tea of the Onion, and I will see you guys next time. Always tap in, never tap out, and keep on onion slaying like a Saiyan.